Hello, Elsie.
Hi, how are you?
How are you? I'm fine, thank you. It's nice to have you here. Thank you for accepting our proposal for this interview from OGAE
Thank you for having
Greece.
me.
So, regarding your participation in MGP, we have this interview with you, a very talented artist from Norway. You are
Thank
25 years old.
you.
Could you please tell us some things about yourself? How did you came up with music? When did you become singing?
So I started doing music when I was about 13 years old. I went to school with this other girl called Emilia, and we started a duo together called Elsie and Emilia. And we wrote our own songs and played guitar and sang at like school concerts and stuff. And then we continued and we got a record label deal when we were 17, and we released a couple of albums and toured a little bit. And then when we were 21, we decided that it was time to go our separate ways, and I didn't want to stop doing music, so I continued, and here I am releasing my solo project through MGP.
Very nice. I've read somewhere that you studied law, or you have a bachelor degree in... Is that correct?
Yes, well, I do have a bachelor's degree in political science and one in criminology, and then I am currently studying law. So I'm missing 2 subjects in order to say that I have a bachelor's degree in law.
How do you combine music with these studies?
Well, these studies don't have a lot of mandatory activity, so it's basically just like show up to the exam and read on your free time. You can obviously go to classes and hang out with other people, but you don't have to. So that's how I combine it. I read on my free time.
So you have time for both your activities.
Well, nice. I have up until now. I think I'm supposed to have an exam 3 days after the grand final of MGP. I'm not sure if that's going to go so well.
I don't know if you can manage it, because if you win MGP, then there's a lot of way till during this May. You will have a lot of activities to do.
Yeah, I will. So I'm hoping for that to happen. And if not, I have my exams.
Okay. Let's hope all of us to have a very successful night in MGP final.
Cross our fingers.
Tell us something more about MGP. Last year you participated by writing a song to Emmy. Which?
Yes, I did.
I must admit that it was one of my favorites from last
year. Really?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Very nice song, very unique, let me say that. And it was very well presented.
Thank you.
It was a spot in the final. And this year you have your song, Death of Us, that it is an automatic qualifier.
Yeah.
Wow, that's insane. And also you have participated in Hammer of Thor.
Yes, I have.
A song that I think it's gonna be in the 3rd semi-final with Oda. Yeah. How's all that? Was MGP since all the times in your mind that you should have to participate in that?
Well, I was introduced to the MGP camps and as a songwriter last year. It was my first time writing for MGP when I wrote Witchwoods, and I just had a lot of fun with it. Writing it, hanging out with these people, watching Emmy perform, and I thought to myself that I wanted to be a part of this year as well if I could. So I applied to the same camps, and luckily I was re-invited, and I wrote Death of Us and Hammer of Thor there.
So both the songs from this year are written in the MGP camps?
Yes.
Okay. So Stig Arsen was right when he said that there were masterpieces in these camps written.
Well, there were a lot of the songs this year that were written at camps. So I think getting some great writers and producers together and just kind of working towards MGP as a goal together with the MGP team, I think that puts people in the right mindset. So a lot of good stuff came out of those camps.
Okay. I suppose you have heard all of the songs that compete in MGP this year. Do you have one that's your favorite?
It's hard to pick one. I do like Farida's song. I do like Vilda's song. You know, the Subwoofer song is fun. North Kid is amazing. So I have a few favorites.
So let's tell something more about your song, The Paz. How it was written, what's the hype behind this?
So I was actually late for the session because the camp was 3 days and I had to skip the first day because I'd been sick and I was waiting for my negative COVID test to come back. And when I got it, I was able to, like, the first train that I could catch was going to be 2 hours late for the writing session. But I went anyways. And so Andreas, Stone and Jonas Jensen had already started the session and they were looking at references and sort of just coming up with some melodies. And so I just kind of jumped right in on the lyrics when I got there. And I didn't know what I wanted to write about, so I looked at my old notes and just kind of, worked in my own bubble and used a lot of old stuff that I'd written down that I hadn't found a place for yet. And at the end of the day, that was Death of Us. We had the whole melody and the whole lyrics that day and also the piano arrangement. And we only added strings and orchestral drums later.
So it was written in one day?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. And about the presentation we saw in the first semi-final, are you satisfied with that? Did you have a special meaning that you would like to express through this? All these empty instruments and stuff?
Well, I think we had an idea in mind, and I think that we will definitely make some changes for the grand final for sure. We've been talking about it. I had a meeting today actually with the whole team, and we're gonna have another meeting tomorrow. And just so there's not a lot for me to reveal yet because we haven't decided on exactly how it's going to be in the final just yet. But there will definitely be some changes.
Minor, major changes? What do you think about?
We'll see. You tell me if you think it was minor or major after.
Okay. My personal opinion, if that counts, is that the presentation was very distinct. It was up to the point. All this emptiness, the feeling was expressed very in fully meaning. So if you ask me, I wouldn't like many changes. But it's up to you and your team. Okay.
Yeah. Well, I think, I think everyone is probably going to have a meeting like this after their performance because, sometimes things don't go exactly as you planned. Sometimes there have been misunderstandings and stuff. So I think everybody's going to have these type of meetings after their heat. Yeah.
So let me ask you something that was in my mind even before MGP. We have read a lot that there was a hype behind the song that was really great and that would even win Eurovision. Many said that it was your song and that expressed through the odds that Death of Us is the best song in MGP 2022. Did that affect you? Were you very much stressed?
No, I think I was just really grateful and happy that people like the song because as a songwriter and an artist, that's kind of the most important thing. If people don't like your music, you can't really be an artist and a songwriter. So the fact that people like it is the most important thing. So yeah, I was just really grateful, happy.
So Eurovision is in your dreams? You want to win, to be in Eurovision stage?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I do. Absolutely.
Are you a Eurovision fan?
I am. I've been watching every year as long as I can remember.
And do you have a favorite participation, either from Norway or from everywhere else?
Well, when Alexander Rybak won in 2009, it's kind of a special moment for us Norwegians. So, gotta say, fairy tale.
let's say 13 years are too much. You know that the Greek representative, Amanda, is half Norwegian.
Yes.
Do you know her? Have you met before?
I don't think that we've actually met or been properly introduced, but I've known about her for many years, and I do think that we have the same booking agency still. We at least used to. So yeah, I know of her, and I know one of the people that she wrote the song with. And I think we've been added to a couple of the same group chats lately, so I've said hello to her there.
So you may probably meet in any Eurovision party or everywhere else if you do participate in Eurovision after winning MGP. Yeah,
I think, especially if she's bringing her songwriters along, I think, one of them is my friend as well. So I think definitely I will be hanging out with them if I'm lucky enough to go to touring.
Have you ever been to Greece? Have you ever visited our country?
I've been to one of your islands, Rhodos.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's very well-known island, yeah.
It is, yeah. I went for holidays a couple of years back, but I would definitely love to visit the mainland as well.
That would be great. So, one last thing, if you want to say something to all the Greek fans of you, believe me, there are too many in Greece. They love your song.
There can never be too many,
also,
but thank you.
Would sing to us a little bit of Death to Us.
Mm-hmm. So, do you want to have the singing first, or
whatever you like? It's up to you.
Okay, so let's do the singing first. Okay.
Okay.
The devil hides between the jack and the king, the Jezebel filling space in your sheets. Am I keeping you from your issues, laying next to you like it's nothing? So that's a little bit of singing.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. And to all of my fans and friends from Greece, thank you so much for the epic support. You guys have been amazing. I am so grateful. If you love my song, I would appreciate that you listen to it. You guys are amazing. Keeping you, and hopefully you are excited for the grand final of MGP, and hopefully you are excited about Eurovision.
So, from all of us in OGAE Greece, thank you very much for this interview. Best of luck.
Thank you for having me. It was great.
All the best. Thank you very much, Elsie.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.